we are back in, and this place, this factory that I started last time, is going to look so much different because I have done a hell of a lot to it since the last time we've played. In actual fact, I've been able to get some more upgrades from the resource machine, the awesome sink, and I've been able to get some new parts as well just to help out, which includes like this door frame that we've got, and now we've got walls as well that we can put conveyor belts through, and we've also got some power poles up there. But I'll quickly go through the factory and kind of give a run through, a little tour of what I've done in the meantime. This here is just, it's just got some glass around this kind of poison bit in the middle. Nothing special about it, it's just so that I don't get touched by the poison. At some point I will need to go up and get that slug, but this is just being encased just now, just out my way. But this is the main beast right beside us. This took some amount of time, let me tell you that much. But that's 3 floors, and it's 3 floors full of the factories that we've got it. At the moment, these lookout towers are the only way I'm actually able to get up and down it, because I've not really thought about actually how to do this sort of stuff. I will need to redesign a lot of this entrance here, but what we're looking at this part here, this is the bus, or the buses that we've got. So there's quite a few different buses up and down that we'll see on the different floors we go up to. It's really not the best how things are coming into at the moment. This is really just to kind of test that things are working, and you can see that we've got some iron, copper, coal and limestone going in there just now to get processed into other parts. Very badly done, I'll get that fixed at some other point. Into the main part of the building, we did see most of this last time. I've fleshed out just a little bit more. We can see that it does go quite up high. Easy enough factories at the beginning, or simple enough factories I should say. Just creating iron plates. A lot of these have been running for some time, so there is going to be quite a nice backlog of them, and I think this is full as well. Yeah, got loads of that sort of stuff. This one creating iron rods for us, and here screws there, just the basic kind of iron parts to begin with. This room is giving us concrete actually. I just had to double check there. It's a bit smaller because it's just taken in limestone and turn it in with the constructors there, so I've got lots of concrete. And this room is, what are you creating us? Are you creating anything? Oh, I've not set this one up yet. I've made the machines here, but I've not actually set anything up. So this is going to make in a new material for us called quartz crystal. That will take raw quartz, but I've not got that set up yet because I haven't found a raw quartz node yet. But I have set things up, everything is powered, and I think it's also attached down here. Not yet. Okay, so that's work in progress basically. That's kind of where the end of the factory comes here, and just down the end here, yeah, we've got some miners and stuff outside. That's the end of the factory there. And this is one half of it. On the other half, so we've got the copper on this side. Copper, what are these? Yeah, we've got copper sheeting in this one. Some more wire, and then in this room here, we've got some, this should be cables I believe it is. I did notice that whenever I'd made this, I've got a smelter here making the copper bars, then taking this in to make wire, then going into cable. Because I've got wire made next door, I could have actually just taken wire straight from the bus and processed it through here similar to the concrete. So I may do that just to make this one a bit simpler and save some energy down the line. This room, I'm not sure what it's producing, if anything. No, this is another raw quartz thing. It will produce silica eventually. So it's just here just now. There's nothing happening in this room. And this is just an empty space for any other machine that I want to put down. I think all of the bottom floor here is constructors, and then we go up to like assemblers and stuff above. So just to give you an idea as well how things come and go from the bus, this is a copper ore come down the bottom there. I seem to have missed out a floor here. Put that in very quickly. So they all come in from the main bus here, and they also get taken out onto the main bus up above as well. Now, always trying to go up here is an issue. In fact, I may need to leave and come back in. As I said, this factory really isn't designed for people, it's more designed just for the materials inside. Right, so in the middle here, this is the main bus. This is where our raw materials are coming in, as you can see along the way, and they're getting fed off from the side. I'm hopefully going to keep this floor purely just for raw materials, and the upper floor will be more manufactured ones. And so now I need to go up this pole and get to the second floor. I'm also hoping today I will unlock hypertubes, which might help me get around this factory a bit better, because climbing up and down this is really not the best way to do things. It's a shame that it's dark, otherwise I could have shown this a bit better. But yeah, just even looking at this, you can kind of see how busy this is. Only the second floor is. I've got another kind of 1.5 floors above. Got some railings about the place, but here's all my manufactured parts here. Yes, it's a bit dark, maybe should be showing this during the day, but we're getting there. A lot of the lines are now busy, and the other ones you can see which are either being slowly produced or are being siphoned too quick from what I'm building, but this place isn't efficient yet. I believe this is just some more constructors up here too, maybe get some assemblers. Ah no, this is steel production actually. These are foundries, these are making my steel ingots here with quite a lot of iron ore. I'm fine for coal, it's more the iron ore that's always the issue, and they're coming in, and this one is making steel beams for me, which I think is one of the resources that are being used very quickly because I do not have any storage there. Although I do need these for upgrades, so I've got a siphon storage just to the side, and that should allow me to at least get some upgrades down the line. This one is steel pipes, and I've got enough of them, but I think they do make the encased steel beams. I'll come to that shortly, hopefully. And this one here, nothing is powered in it, so this looks to be just another room that I will hook up eventually there. Some more assemblers in it. And same in here. I've not actually put any conveyors in here, but whenever I get some more to make, I'll fill these rooms up too. I think this is just a small corridor at the end here. Nothing much in it. Yeah, nothing in here at all, but it is nice to look down and see the machines underneath to make sure they're still working. And it's a similar principle where materials will come out down the bottom and feed off and feed onto the main bus in the middle. And on the opposite side, very similar. I think this room doesn't have anything happening just yet. Nope, there's no power into it. But in the room beside them, this is making rotors, and it's making rotors very, very slowly because we are at a lack of screws here actually. Oh well, no, in saying that, this storage is getting filled up. It's just taking some time. This is definitely something I'll need to address then with the lack of screws coming into this, but again it's not set up to be too efficient. We've got modular, oh no, these are not modular, what are they? Oh, they are modular frames, okay, we've got modular frames in there and we've clearly got enough of them just now, that's good. And this one here, anything exciting? What are you making? You're making my reinforced iron plates, but they're being used very quickly. Very similar principle with the screws, except I'm not got enough wire in the process here. I'll fix these eventually. So back in the main part here, you can probably see we've got some lifts at the back. Just on the floor above us, or this half floor above us, these materials here are kind of going down and up and round in a big circle basically, just so that we're always going to have a nice flow of them. Because if we have some of the factories just set up near the end here, they get shortened with the bus. You know, if they're coming on from this direction like there, it's only got a short while before it would be the end, so I'm having to have it cycle all the way back through just so that we're not going to be wasting too much. And I am hoping eventually I'll be able to siphon again so that it continues to cycle round, but then me take off another line and maybe put into some more storage where I can just dip in and out without having to come into each pod here, and I think that'll be nice and helpful. That'll be outside and it's going to be a real mess to do. So this is the last floor that I've got up and running. I'm not sure if I've got too much up here. Are you guys doing anything? Oh, this is actually an important floor now that I've seen that. This one is making my smart plating, which is required for upgrading the space elevator, and by the looks of it this one is very full. What does it require? This is where my reinforced iron plates and rotors are going actually. This looks very, very full here. Yeah, perfect. Although I have not connected it up. It is connected to the bus up the top, so that whenever I do kind of get it from storage, put a conveyor from storage into it, it should come here. But at the moment, there's nothing up here. That will happen whenever I get the space elevator a bit closer. And you might be making the versatile frameworks here as well. How are you getting on? He looks to be backed up too, so I think we're good to go with this upgrade for the next kind of tiers in the space elevator. So that's nice. Is there anything on the other floors? Nothing in here. And that's just the big open space down the bottom there. And I really don't think there's anything on the opposite side. No, that's all. That's all just empty there. It's given me enough space that I can put in some more items whenever I get upgrades. Naturally, speaking of upgrades, I'm now going to go see what I need for the next milestones to hit. This little factory's still absolutely fine. I think it's done everything. Yep, it's not going to be producing anymore. This will be my kind of backup factory that I can come back to. I don't think I'll ever tear it down, just keep it standing as a testimony of. This was the very first little factory I did. I'm very proud of my big beast that you can just see in the distance there. For this milestone, I'm going to need 200 steel pipes, and the rest of that's easy enough. Hyper tubes, some more copper sheets, and again more steel pipes. But I also need encased industrial beams, which I think I get from advanced steel production. I do. That's going to be fun. And logistics for Mark III conveyor lift. I'm going to need steel beams and steel pipes. So I'm going to go get them and upgrade those. Those should be fine. Actually, industrial storage container. That's really what I'm needing, because my storage at the moment is very, very small. So upgrading this is going to be really handy. Right, advanced steel production. Let's bump all you guys in. And some more wire and concrete. And that's us. Right, okay, this is going to unlock quite a few things.
Milestone reached. Improved miner included to double extraction rates and improve efficiency of new pipelines. A collection of new, more complex parts is now available for crafting. An additional project part can now be constructed. Further progress to the next phase is now possible.
Okay, perfect. She said something about another miner. Is that Mark II? It is Mark II. Of which I'm going to need these encased industrial beams. These are definitely going to be the bane of my life for a bit here. There we go, there is logistics free as well. Speedier belts.
Milestone reached. Logistics can be improved with a larger storage container and enhanced conveyor belt efficiency.
Conveyor belt Mark III are going to use a lot of these steel beams, so I'm actually going to need lots of them made. That's going to be fun, but I can now go through all of my factory over there and upgrade them to tier 3. Maybe hopefully help with the input. It's just going to be quite expensive to do.